Is Flora the strongest Winx? Absolutely not. I don't care what y'all say. All right, we got Flora broken down into two categories. We have combat and usefulness outside of battle. It goes without saying, Flora has a problem with getting knocked out. She looks beautiful while she does it. However, this is not good for battle, especially when you are the first person to usually get K'd out and then are sidelined for the rest of the battle. Not only that, but Flora, she's a support, right? Almost a medic, if you could think about it. But even when she uses her vines, not very useful because they hurt her. Flora is usually there to keep minuscule threats at bay while the heavy hitters like Stella and Aisha and Bloom do their thing. But the problem is that if she's too busy getting hurt, how is she supposed to support? Like, are we supposed to heal the healer? Flora suffers from not being bulky. She can't take a hit, and that's not good for a healer because we should not have to worry about healing the healer. That's her job. If the creators knew power scaling, they would have given her the ability to not only regenerate, but also to be able to have feats of strength that are defensive. But we don't get that from her. Instead, we have to watch her die and cry every time she throws an attack. Now that we know that Flora isn't necessarily good at combat, what is she really good at? Now, this is what gets me because in Season 1, that's the Flora that I remember. Season 1 Flora was a what? She was a chemist. She would come up with lotions and potions to help the other girls in different situations. And in a lot of ways, this is where her healing factor comes into play. Especially when you see how her Season 1 arc with Murda plays out. However, this is swiftly X'd out, and her healing ability then goes to none other than Bloom in Season 2. So that takes away a lot of the potential that she had in Season 1. And then on top of that, the other girls get what? That's right, fairy dust in Season 3. So now they're essentially all healers. So where's the usefulness with her again? Now, I will say that Flora is able to talk to nature. And that would be all good and dandy if she used it more often. She's usually too timid to do it. This even circles back to when she had to heal Pixie Village. And that took a whole episode of her needing to be cheered on to do what she needed to do what comes naturally to her. And in the magical dimension, when things are to the wire, we don't have time to be singing happy birthday. We need for you to do what you need to do and go. I hope I've made my points. Thank you.